right there. Maybe we should restart. This is good. Oh my god, I hate. Okay, first of all, we need to work on a better angle because this is not gonna work for me. What if we like filmed it from really far away up on that? Should we put it like? Okay, yeah. Hey guys. And let's just like sit far away. Okay, yeah. I wonder if the audio is gonna be okay. I'm sure it's fine.
Maybe I should turn my air conditioning.
Oh, I don't want you to turn it off.
I'll turn the fan on low.
Can you see me? Can you?
Yeah, I can see you.
Cool.
Okay, wait, we should go more swift. Like,
I feel like this is like it's giving like found footage horror film opening scene.
yeah. This is like before everything goes wrong. And
Hey
then the next
guys.
scene is gonna be like insane. Happy 4th of July. What time is it? Check on your phone.
2:15.
It's 2:15 p.m. and I'm kind of drunk.
Ava's fucking wasted.
Emma made me drink like 3/4 of the mimosa, like big thing that we shared.
Hey, but only one of us had to drink responsibly, so think about that.
I had like 4 or 5 mimosas.
I was not counting, but I did not have that much.
I feel like you had like 3.
Yeah, I think I had 3, and I also ate a very large burrito and also
And
breakfast before, so.
I did not eat breakfast, and
I forgot you didn't eat breakfast.
my sandwich was really messy. Like it was insane.
Yeah,
So I felt
slop
weird.
them up.
Yeah, it was like really sloppy. Like I poured water all over it.
Yeah, and the wait staff were like, please no sloppy sandwiches.
No sloppy sandwiches, please. And I was like, it's 4th of July. This is a
I'm
day
gonna
celebrating
slop up.
freedom. I'm gonna slop up my sandwich.
If I can't slop up my sandwich on the 4th of July, what's the point of living?
Exactly. And then I said, I'm gonna kill myself if you don't let me pour water all over my grilled chicken sandwich. And then he said, fine. And I did it.
He said it like this, fine,
Yeah.
which we tipped him less for.
Yeah. I only tipped him 10% instead of my
I only
normal
tipped him
20.
$10. That's a lot. I'm just kidding. I did.
Well, and then to get revenge on the restaurant, we clogged the toilet.
Okay, we went to the bathroom together because we're women. I don't know if you know anything about women, but women go to the bathroom together.
And we felt like it was jet set because we had been drinking. So we went to the same stall.
Well, also because the other stall was being used, and it was a very large stall, so it was a comfortable amount of distance to pee.
The
together.
bathroom, it wasn't like stalls, it was separate rooms, and there were only 2 toilets, so it was like, it felt fine.
Yeah, and so we went pee, but then before I went pee, I noticed that there was quite a lot of toilet paper just sitting in the toilet already. And so I tried to flush it, and it wouldn't flush at all. And I was like, oh god, should we pee in here, knowing that the toilet is broken? But then there was like a line forming outside, and there was someone in the other stall, so we did pee on top of what was already there.
And then we exited the stall, and another woman went in right after us. And after like 20 seconds, Emma was like, the toilet doesn't flush, by the way.
Well, because I was deciding whether or not I should say something, because you never want the person following after you go to the bathroom to think that you made the mess.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I should tell her. And I was like, oh, just so you know, the toilet isn't flushing. But she didn't even turn her head or acknowledge that I spoke to her at all. And it was really awkward. But then Ava and I couldn't laugh because, like, there were too many people in the bathroom. So
it was really awkward.
How's your 4th of July going?
I love America.
So for the rest of today, we are gonna go to the beach,
Mm-hmm.
I think, and we gotta figure out how long it's gonna take to walk there.
I think, well, it depends on if we go to a beach by Grant's apartment or we go to a beach like closer to here.
I think we should go to one closer to here.
Okay, it's only like a 10 minutes difference, probably. Maybe like a 35-minute walk.
Dang.
Are we planning on coming back here before we go to Grant's?
I mean, I was thinking so.
Then we can drive to the beach.
Yeah. Here, should
I guess we're kind of drunk.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like you gotta give me some time before I do.
Yeah, we can walk to the beach then. Yeah.
But yeah. Beach, and then we're also going to see fireworks. Oh my gosh, should we include them in the vlog? We've never done that before.
I think we should have guests.
We're gonna have guests maybe later. I mean,
Yeah.
we've had Joby as a guest, I think.
But only for like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
She's not really into our channel as much.
No. But yeah. And then we're gonna have to wait another year for the best day ever.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I'm pretty sure next year is like a really crazy number for our I think it's 250.
I thought this year was 250. Am I wrong?
Or is it 350?
Oh, it's 1776.
Mhm.
So it's 2026.
Yeah, but how
Yeah.
many years is that? It's 50
It must-
something.
yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
18,
okay.
19, 20.
2026 will be 250.
No, wasn't it 350? No. We can't post this.
I'm gonna post this, no editing, no cuts, just raw
Oh.
footage. Raw us. This is authentically us.
This is raw. Okay.
Can you cut it?
Hey, cameraman, can you cut it, please?
Hey guys, we're gonna show you how we put on face sunscreen.
Yeah, I actually
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
have a layer on always, but I'm gonna add again because it's really important to protect your skin.
I haven't put any sunscreen on so far today.
Sorry, I just got a text.
Sorry, we're just so popular. But anyways, we have the Trader Joe's Mineral Sunscreen. SPF 40 broad spectrum. Oil-free, weightless matte finish, fragrance-free, water-resistant 40 minutes.
40 minutes. Okay, nice. That's me. I did that.
Okay, yeah.
What happened?
It just drips so much. I think it's so hot in here that it like melted and it's all liquid.
Okay, I will say Ava's apartment's pretty warm, but it's nothing compared to my apartment right now.
Well, I'm also on the top floor, and you know what they say about heat rising.
Mine is more. I'm not on the top floor, and my apartment's hotter.
And I've been like pretty eco-friendly recently, so I only run the air conditioning when I'm in the room.
I usually do that, but I forgot to turn mine off before I left, which means it'll be going for quite a while. And I feel like if I ask,
Joby gets back.
well, and if I ask Joby, my roommate, some lore dropping there, to turn it off, she's gonna get mad because she doesn't like when I ask her to do things. Okay, well, I put mine on. It's kind of hard to get like sunscreen on when you have bangs because you don't want to get your bangs all greasy, but
Yeah,
it's important to protect your
totally
forehead.
related to that.
Yeah.
Okay, in middle school, I used to have like a pretty dramatic side part, and one time I got a side part tan line from my hair.
That's awesome. You have so much sunscreen on your face.
I know, I didn't realize.
I feel like pro tip, you guys, I rubbed it together with my hands and then put it on my face. Eva made that, made a very rookie mistake.
Sorry, I'm a sunscreen noob.
Sunscreen pro, sunscreen noob. I do have a family history of melanoma, so.
Okay, thanks for ruining the mood.
Hey. All right. Okay, stop laughing.
From now on, we're gonna do a no laugh.
Spit everywhere. Okay. It's done.
Hey guys, we just got back from the beach and it was crazy.
You got so quiet.
I know.
Hey guys, we just got back
From the beach.
Oh, ASMR, baby.
And it was crazy. There were
I don't know if they're going to be
Cops.
playing.
No, I know.
For the AC unit.
There were two grown men wrestling intimately on the
Yeah.
beach.
Get the fuck off me!
And that's not like a metaphor.
No.
It was literally wrestling,
they
like
were-
headlock, but very romantic
Headlock
undertones.
by Imogen Heap.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, and it was crazy because at first, I mean, it was always kind of funny, but they were both, yeah, like obviously extremely intoxicated.
Yeah.
One, I think, slightly more than the other. But they were just like wrestling, and I feel like we were kind of talking about this. Like, there's not necessarily anything wrong with that. Until
just, like,
it's just weird, and they were
uncomfortable
They were
to watch.
really on top of each other,
Like hardcore.
and like yeah, and it kind of felt like intimate, but then also it kind of also felt like they could cause each other real harm.
It was aggressive.
Yeah, and it was in the sand and in the water.
Yeah, the water was what was
There's
making me kind of
families,
nervous because
there's-
like
yeah,
they were like holding each other
they're
underwater.
holding each other in the water. There's children running around, dogs. Like they could have run into somebody else, which like shockingly they didn't. I don't
Yeah,
think
that was
really. They
really
came close to
crazy.
this one guy just trying to sit on his like picnic blanket.
Yeah, and it was
And
kind of funny. He was like
it was really funny, unfortunately, to watch everyone react to this.
everybody
'Cause it's
was
just,
like
imagine-
looking around at each other in
like,
shock.
Imagine like at least 15 people at any given time, like deadpan
Like-
watching them, like, and then looking at each other and being like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
And we made so many friends from being in shock about this, and then
It was a good bonding experience for
yeah.
everyone.
And I told Ava, I was like, I don't want to be like a crazy freakazoid, but should we report this? Like, I'm a little concerned because then they stopped, but they were both so like belligerent, question mark, that one was like swimming and I was like, he's gonna drown, and I don't think that's like safe. And also like when you're that publicly intoxicated and been rolling around, also they were coming so close to hurting each other, multiple people had to intervene and tell them to take breaks and stop wrestling because they were like full on like elbow on neck, full body weight, like, and they're also covered in sunburn and sand.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah,
guess
Emma
what?
wanted to call the cops on them, but I was like, I don't
I
want to
don't
be a
know
dirty
if I
snitch.
would've,
Like,
actually, but I feel like I just didn't want to watch someone get hurt. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
But then another woman did call the cops in two
And she
cop
yelled at them
cars.
and she told them, and he said, well, I'm not scared.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I'm so scared." But then the cops did come. 2 cop cars. Lots of
truck.
cops.
One of them was a truck.
Yeah.
And lots of the cops were about
They were
half
very,
the height
very
of
short men. Very
us.
short and
Yes.
skinny. They looked like 20 years old, maybe 18.
Yes, they were really young and their socks were up high.
Yup, and they were wearing jorts. The cops were in
Jorts.
jorts.
Yep. But they
Not very intimidating, but they did
didn't-
make them leave.
Yeah, but it took them a while to figure out who they were called there
Yeah,
for.
they drove past because at that point
They weren't
they had
wrestling.
separated. Yeah.
Yeah, but the one was in the water and one was like splayed out laying on the sand. So they told them to leave, and they were with these 3 other people who were really normal.
They were so chilled. Like, they did have alcohol in public, which
Yeah.
is not allowed.
You can't do
But
that.
they weren't like being disruptive at all. They were just like, I don't even know if they were talking, honestly.
No, and it just
I
was
didn't
like
hear them at
it was
all.
really weird because we were like, are they with them? Like, it doesn't seem like they're with
Like, they
them, but
weren't
they're
really talking to each other or interacting, but they were
Yeah.
sitting very close to each
and
other.
like the guys were like
What the heck,
the guys were like sitting next to sorry, I don't have a good grip. But yeah, they were made to leave too, but it was so weird because like why were they hanging out with these weirdo freaks if they didn't? Some lady told us that it didn't seem like they really knew them.
Yeah, and they just like joined later. Maybe they just like asked for a drink and then.
Yeah, it was really weird, but then
She also said they had been doing
they
that
had been
like,
wrestling since 11:30.
and
And it was 5
Yeah.
p.m. when the cops came and
and
told
she
them
said
to stop.
they had been drinking out of a warm Svedka bottle.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah,
yeah, they were
disgusting.
blasted. They were
Yeah.
gone, but so many of us left and packed up after they left because I
Like
think
right
everyone
after.
was
Everyone was
just like.
just waiting to see
It
what happened.
was like
I
a
think.
spectacle. Like you couldn't look away. It was so like horrific.
Yeah.
Like you needed to see where it was going. And I'm
For-
glad we
yeah.
stayed. I kind of wanted to leave before the cops came. But
I wanted to stay. I
Yeah.
wanted to see what happened.
I'm glad we stayed because like I said to this woman at the beach, I'm never gonna forget this.
Mhm. It was a memorable 4th of July.
Oh.
Okay, wacky.
Okay, wacky. Okay, wacky.
Okay,
Um,
wacky.
Us when we see grown men wrestling on the beach on the 4th of July in 2025 on the 249th
Yeah,
Independence Day.
249th.
Oh, wacky.
Wacky.
Hey, take that inside, boys.
Yeah, get a room.
That's what I should have said.
Mm.
Boys. Let's take this elsewhere. There's children. There's a golden retriever running around.
Mhm.
Yeah. But no, we just watch like this.
Yeah. Mouths open, mouths agape.
Yeah. Well, that's our story time.
Yeah.
Maybe more to come later.
Thank you for watching.